What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Sheep Sheared podcast, home of people, politics, and popular culture. I'm your host, the one and only Austin Creed, and my friends, welcome into the morning show, and I want to provide you with a little bit of education and a little bit of exhilaration this morning. And how we're going to do that is discuss the simple fact of reality. Everybody has at least a couple passing thoughts about how to improve their life. They might consider that, hey, this might be fun, or hey, I might want to do X, Y, or Z. However, these thoughts are just fleeting. They don't have a lot of planning put into it, and they might even think to themselves, yeah, that might be nice, but I'm not going to be able to actually do that. Well, my friends, this idea of being perfect, this idea of, oh, I need the perfect plan, I need the perfect execution, I need the perfect setup, I need perfect this and perfect that. Perfection is the enemy of progress. And so on your road to improving and becoming the best version of yourself, this idea of being perfect, we got to ignore that. We got to get rid of it immediately. Because let me tell you something, you look at the most successful people in the world, I guarantee you, they don't wake up every day always doing the right thing, always doing what they ought to do. They don't have that down. A lot of people kind of just scrape it together. There's no perfect way to do things. Everyone has a unique life. Everyone has unique problems they face every hour of every day. And yet people would have you believe that you need to do this way and this way only. No. You want to know how you will improve by 1% every day? You adjust the little habits in your life. You adjust the little things that, given time, will compound into big choices in your life that you won't even have to think about making because you've already made them. Sun Tzu said that the battle was won before the battle was fought. He could tell you exactly who would win based on the preparation. That's exactly what I could tell you today. I can tell you right now if you will get to where you want to go in your life, if I ask you what you do every day, how your day is structured, if you even have a structure. And I can tell you whether you'll win the battle or you've already lost. Now, if you've lost the battle already, that's okay. You might have lost the battle, but the war is far from over. Your life is most likely very far from over. So don't be depressed, don't be down. Be determined to be better, and that's exactly what you should do. And if you're ready for it, we're going to get right into it right now. I'm not messing around on the show today. How to improve by 1% every day. That's the title of the show. So how do we do that? How do you think that practically you can increase your improvement and get 1% closer to your goals? How do you think you can do it? Well, just in the same way that a plant can't survive without proper sunlight, proper nutrients, you won't be able to. Your dreams are the same way. They won't be able to survive in your mind if you don't have the proper conditions and you don't surround yourself with a nurturing environment. If there are weeds all over your garden of your mind and you're finding yourself on social media too much, you're finding yourself being, slacking off, maybe drinking too much, maybe whatever it is you're doing, then you can't be surprised if things are getting those weeds are sucking away the nutrients from your dreams. It won't be a shock. It might hurt. But sometimes pulling out the thorny weeds might hurt your hand, but it will save your garden. To improve yourself every day, you have to focus on what you do every day. What are the habits of your life? What do you actively do every day? Do you have a plan? Do you say, hey, I'm going to the gym today. I have to get this homework done. I have to get back to this person via email. What is it you do every day? Do you just kind of walk through it saying, oh, I'm eyeballing it, man. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing something. No, we gotta change all that. Habits will form behavioral patterns, and behavioral patterns will form your personality, which will be paramount to how you view the world and will help you become the person that you've always wanted to become. The problem is most people, they focus on the destination. They don't realize that the journey they're running is in the wrong direction. They think, oh, because I could see a destination, they don't realize they're running in a circle every day. Now, because they're moving, quote, forward, as in time is passing, they think that they're moving in the direction they should be going, but in reality, unfortunately, it's quite the opposite. You're just running in a circle. You're on a hamster wheel, running in the same way, but because time is passing and you're, quote, moving forward, because time is moving, you think that you're actually taking a step forward towards your goal. Problem is, it's not true. Too many people, they don't know what path, they don't even know what path they're supposed to be on. If you don't even know what path you're on, you can't get mad if you are not reaching your destination of choice. Let me ask you something. It's the equivalent of being a sailor, right? If a sailor doesn't know what port he's trying to go to, then he can't be mad if he's wandering at sea. It's the same thing in your life. If you don't know where you're going, then how do you know how to get there? So when I ask people on campus and people that I meet, I find it rather strange, and I should probably add I find it quite sad, that I'll ask people, what is it you want to do? And they'll have a list of things, well, I could do that, I might want to do that, but I know for a fact I don't want to do X, Y, or Z. But they don't have a plan of what they actually want to do, and that's not a surprise. It's not a surprise because you're not taught that. Normies aren't taught that. I can tell whether you're a normie or you're plugged in. Because if you're plugged in, I know what answers you'll give me. But if you're knowledgeable, if you're aware, if you've broken out of your conditioning, then I know a little bit more. You know a little bit more than the average person. I know exactly what path you've taken, so I can guide you on what path to go next if you want me to, or I can help you point yourself in the right direction. But to improve every day by at least 1%, it is paramount that you make this distinction between minor improvements and major improvements. A lot of people want to do everything they've ever wanted in one day when they're feeling motivated. Well, my friends, I hate to tell you this, but Rome wasn't built in a day. However, they were laying bricks every hour of every day. Because they knew that consistency was key. And they knew that if they were to stop, they had to resume immediately, because it was way too easy to just give up once you stop. Once you fall off that wagon, it's really easy to just give up, or to divert your attention elsewhere, instead of focusing on improvement and forgiving yourself and moving forward. Not drifting forward, moving forward. It's easy to drift. Drifting is the natural state of every person. It's easy to say, oh, well, I could, I should, I would, not I will, I must, and I already have. You need to switch up your thinking, because your thinking will affect your actions. Your actions will become behaviors, and before you know it, your behaviors will affect your entire life. It's a journey, and you must fall in love with it, because if you don't love the journey, the destination will become a chore, and you will not make it. I want you to examine the steps you take forward every day, the habits that you have. I want you to really be honest with yourself and say, are these sustainable? Are these conducive to the life that I want to live? Because if the answer is no, then you must get rid of them immediately. And you must change up what you're doing. Because if you want to become, if who you currently are is not compatible with the person you want to become, one of you's got to give. One of you's got to go. And that's your choice to make. If you want to be a millionaire, but you spend all of your money, guess what? One of those two has got to go. If you want to be someone who's maybe a nurse, or you want to be someone who's incredibly rigorous and is dedicated to helping other people, but you're selfish, or you don't want to put in the time, you talk a good game, but you're not willing to follow through, one of those two things has to go. You cannot be rowing in one direction and have someone else rowing in another direction, because you'll move nowhere, and you'll be exhausted on top of it all. My friends, a lot of people don't talk like this. They don't challenge you like this. I don't hear a lot of shows. I don't hear anybody doing this right now. A lot of people want to just blow smoke up your butt and tell you that you deserve everything. No, you don't deserve everything. You have to earn it. And it's my goal to help you earn everything in your life that you ever wanted. The problem is, it's not free. It's not easy, and the only way to get it is to give something in return. Whether it's you give up a behavior, you give up an action, you give up something you currently are doing that's not conducive with the future career that you want to have. These are things you must give. Sacrifice on the altar of success. Because nothing is ever free. Nothing. Every price has to be paid, whether it's by you or by someone else. Nothing is free. And so it's my goal that you need to start becoming the best version of yourself, and in doing so, you must sacrifice parts of yourself that maybe you don't like, that might be a guilty pleasure of yours, but you must get rid of them. And if you haven't already, do not hate yourself for it. Just realize that sometimes you gotta hold that L. But you gotta move forward, you gotta move past it. Because if you don't move past it, it will be a ball and chain around your ankle, inhibiting you while you're trying to run the race of life. And you need to become better. And if you're satisfied with who you are, please turn the show off, because excuse me, I'm getting a little too worked up over here. But my friends, look, to improve 1% every day, you must sacrifice 1% of what you might be currently doing. In order to add something to the schedule of your life, some of you might have to give something up in return. Because you only have so much willpower throughout the day. You only have so much ability to do something in a day. Let's maximize it, shall we? Form good habits. Change your mentality. And in the same way that a gardener has to uproot his current crop if it's dying out to replace it with something new so that it may grow and thrive, you have to do the same thing in your life. My friends, go out there, conquer the world, become a better version of yourself, and report back to me with the spoils of war that you accumulate over time. My friends, do not settle for something that you don't want, because you don't want that on your conscience. My friends, God bless you. God bless your families. God bless America. Peace out.